Feliloom, friends, and welcome to Bramble On, Dimension Q's premier, only source for intelligent conversation, judgment-free summation, and soul-fulfilling illumination of each and every episode of Love Among the Brambles, no matter how difficult the episode may be. It is with a heavy heart I come to you today after the viewing of episode 15920, Epiphany's Eve, which has elicited a level of contention and outrage the show has never seen. Where to start? It is the party scene. Let's just get right to it. Let's deal with the heffalump in the room. What happened was, in this episode, which had been built up with promos and posters and menus, suggested menus for watch parties and so on, with the idea that people around all of the realms would throw their own watch party, what ended up happening was we saw in this episode a bit of the preparation for the party. We saw the aftermath with people with their feet up, exhausted, discussing the party. However, we never actually saw the party, and as you know, we had a situation a plulum or two back with the lumber trolls when Magnolia was to help Brooke with the lumber trolls. They would make a deal whereby the lumber trolls' indebtedness to the Moss Boss at Monte Cassino would be eliminated, and in exchange for Brooke and Magnolia's help, the lumber trolls would ensure that Brooke was no longer indebted to the Moss Boss. How that worked out was never shown, and it caused a lot of dissatisfaction among the fans. Everyone let it slide, thinking that was the end of it. It was worse this season. It harkens back to Dimq Gaia's debacle with the Great Betrayal by D&D, not Dungeons & Dragons, mind you. That was the show formerly known as Game of Thrones. But for now, we deal with a much more important, serious, and quite frankly, infinitely more popular serial, Love Among the Brambles, where the party scene that was built up for so long by so many never was shown. I'm going to run through the plot points. There are a few, because it was all about the party, and then we will get to the statement issued by the producers. The plot points of Epiphany's Eve were as follows. Viola brews a potion using hair that Calla Lily got from Carter, her quarter, while working at the day spa as his empath. Calla Lily accepts his advance, and she does so certainly just to get the lock of hair. By the way, these two scenes were out of sequence. Cause and effect writers, cause and effect. We get the cause later. So Calla Lily accepts the advance, gets the lock of hair, and invites him to the woo-hoo-hoo party to meet Dahlia. Then we have a list of people who go to the party as their plot points. Citron goes to the party. Slate goes to the party to have everyone meet Dahlia. Magnolia goes to the party. We'll get back to that. Brooke goes to the party. Elena, Dahlia's mother, goes to the party. Certainly Elena. Dahlia. We don't even know if Dahlia goes to the party. We ought to assume so. I don't recall seeing her in the aftermath. Everyone who's anyone goes to the party, or so we are led to believe, since we have no evidence. The only interesting aspect is that it says Magnolia pulls a 12th night. Did we get to see this so-called 12th night? Not at all. And yet, well, for those who don't know what a 12th night is, it is based on a play by William Shakespeare, the interdimensionally beloved playwright, also an incorrigible plagiarizer. In his play, The Twelfth Night, I'm so upset I cannot recall the names. The names are not as important as what happened. One of the main characters fools another character into making himself look ridiculous with garters and ribbons and dressing ridiculously, claiming that by so doing he will be able to woo the object of his affection, insomuch as the object of his affection enjoys that sort of fashion. This was not at all the case. the man was made to look ridiculous. That is a 12th night, getting someone to do something that makes them look ridiculous, with the idea that you're helping them, when in fact you're mocking them, hindering them, and belittling their very existence. Supposedly, Magnolia did this to Dahlia at the party. Do we have evidence? Do we know what she did? No. The only bright spot as far as the plot goes is the fact that Dodd Hoskins, the human, who, as we know, long ago in last season hit the tree in the ring when he fell asleep at the wheel, and has become obsessed with the idea that Fae are real and he's going to prove it. Dodd Hoskins spied those at the party. He viewed the party. Of course, we, the loyal fans and viewers, have yet to view the party, but Dodd Hoskins, played by an actor who couldn't be bothered with the show when he was off busting blocks in a film, he gets to see the party. That will be a plot point addressed next week, I feel. Now, to the important thing. The statement from the producers. Here we go. They say, "We at Briarberry Entertainments, in association with the Omniversal Broadcasting Conglomerate, stand behind the writers of Love Among the Brambles and support their decisions not to write specific scenes. Our writers have made plain their intent not to coddle nor pander to Love Among the Brambles' legions of fans, but rather to entrust and empower the viewers to fill in the blanks and connect the dots. In the immortal words of individual rights advocate Charles Dalton, we are exercising the right not to walk." They then backed up their statement with a clip of Mr. Dalton as portrayed by one-time theatrical Gail Hansen in the immortal documentary Dead Poets Society.
"No grades at stake, gentlemen. Just take a stroll." There it is. I don't know, but I've been told doing poetry is cold. Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, left. Hop! Thank you, gentlemen. If you notice, everyone started off with their own stride, their own pace. Mr. Pitts, taking his time. He knew he'll get there one day. Mr. Cameron, you could see him thinking, is this right? It might be right, it might be right. I know that, maybe not, I don't know. Mr. Overstreet, driven by a deeper force. Yes. We know that, all right. Now, I didn't bring them up here to ridicule them. I brought them up here to illustrate the point of conformity, the difficulty in maintaining your own beliefs in the face of others. Now, those of you, I see the look in your eyes like,
I would have walked differently. Well, ask yourselves why you are clapping.
and we all have a great need for acceptance. But you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad. Robert Frost said, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. I want you to find your own walk right now, your own way of striding, pacing, any direction, anything you want, whether it's proud, whether it's silly, anything. Gentlemen, the courtyard is yours. You don't have to perform, just make it for yourself. Mr. Dalton, you'll be joining us.
Exercising the right not to walk.
The outrage, the fallout, the calamitous fallout has been at a scale I've never seen before. And yet, we do our best to, as you know, keep calm and bramble on. I've been up most of the night, wading through the morass of coals to the show. I have limited it to the 3 that were the least scathing. And here we go.
I don't understand. Where's the party? What happened at the party? Are they waiting until next week to show the party? I mean, like in a flashback? They are going to show the party, right? I'm really confused. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, caller number one. Will we see the party? It is anyone's guess at this point. One would hope so. Flashbacks, as you say, would be not only apropos, but necessary. But have they gone back to deleted scenes? Is that what we are led to believe? Have we been pranked? Were all of our efforts impugned with impunity for naught? I'm beginning to wonder. I cry conspiracy. Caller number two, what say you?
Hot love them on the Brambles. They aspirate. I am done.
While that is not usually the type of comment and language we approve of and share on Bramble, we do believe there is a time and a place for everything. This is definitely the time, and if Bramble is not the place, we don't know what is. Caller number three.
Wait, did I miss something? I was only out of the room for a minute, and no way did I fall asleep. But somehow I missed the party scene. The showrunners better have a good explanation as to why the party stuff was cut short, or there will be Tohubohu to pay.
Oh, I believe there will be at least Tohubohu to pay, if not more, in so much as the lawsuits have started flooding in. One has never seen such an outcry, and was it a publicity stunt? With the ratings flagging, with the producers or writers trying to get debate going, to make headlines? If so, this is not the way to do it. There are no sponsors this week. No sponsor wanted to touch us after what has happened. Next week, episode 15921, is titled The Hidden Pearl. Oh goody, what sort of pearls will they hide from us this time? In it, supposedly, we can look forward to Calla Lily becoming ill. Oh, well, isn't that something to look forward to? The next plot point says, with Slate you have eggroll. How very droll. Or is it? Perhaps there will be no eggroll. Perhaps no soy sauce. Perhaps nothing equating to this mention. And finally, we're led to believe that Dodd goes to Milliam to tell him what he saw, i.e., the party. Need I say more? If you can, friends, keep calm. Then again, do what you must. Either way, we here will do our best to bramble on. Thank you for your indulgence. Chariste son.
Charlie.
Damn it, Neil. The name isn't a wonder.